This is Kugan Cassius for IFLTV, Sunday the 5th of January, 11:15, joined by Dave Allen. How are you today in this week?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Yeah, I was like everyone else. Everyone was ill when they came back from Saudi. I was ill for a bit, but yeah, I feel good. Back training tomorrow. So yeah, mixed emotions. I weren't obviously before the fight. If it wouldn't have gone very well, that'd have probably been me done. So back training tomorrow, which I weren't really sure I would be pre going over there. So yes, yeah, good.
The top of your head's getting missed. Could you just adjust or do that?
Okay, well,
Oh,
I'll just sit like this.
that's better. Um, it was a bit of a weird week because obviously it was more the aftermath. I'm not going to say your fight with Johnny Fisher took headlines over Fury and Usyk, but there wasn't a lot in it. A lot of people, a lot of interaction that happened after the fight seemed to come from your fight with Johnny Fisher. Uh, I'm going to say nearly as much as the main event, which is mad. But is it mad? Obviously, a lot of people had their opinions about that fight. I know we spoke to you after in the morning with you and Johnny, and I said to you, I felt like you both kind of spoke very well about and were honest about the fight. Now it's been a couple of weeks on. Have you watched the fight back first, Dave?
Yeah, I watched it about 6 times. Yeah, I watched it about 6 times. It was a good fight, yeah.
Are
So,
you right? Let me ask you, right? Because this is a lot to do with say that's wrong in boxing, which we're gonna talk about as well. With a close fight like that, if you're watching it back, Dave, are you are you watching it back and scoring it again, or for the first time?
not really, because for me, like people can say it's a robbery or I won, but the top and bottom is once the final bell has gone, if when the judges have scored it to Johnny Fisher, it's for me it's over, it's done. Um, I can think I won the fight. I could have thought I was robbed, but realistically, nothing ever happens anyway. So um, I'm not going to complain about it because it was close. I thought I genuinely watched it back a few times. I thought, yeah, you know what? I thought I probably did win that fight, but I've seen way worse. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't even say it was really bad. It was. I thought I won, but like, do you know what I mean? I didn't think it was terrible. I genuinely thought there was a few close rounds. I thought there was some close rounds in there, some close rounds that I thought the tenth. I thought I won the tenth. If you watch it back properly, he landed one punch the whole round. But then if you watch, I think maybe the sixth, I had a big moment in the last minute, but the first 2 minutes he probably won the round. So I'm not going to complain about it. Johnny's my mate as well, so it's difficult, is I'm not going to. I don't. He's only a young fellow, really. He's 25. When I was 25, I was a kid, so I'm not going to pour stuff on the fire for him to get any grief. So it is what it is. He got the win, and I'm just glad it was a good fight. My career continues. So really, now time's gone on, look, I'm happy with it. Like it was a good fight. People enjoyed it. I'm not gonna add more thing to the fire for Johnny to get any sticks. So it was a close fight. It was a close fight. Yeah, I thought I won it, but I didn't. And life goes on. So I'm not gonna cry about it.
Let me ask you about the opening four rounds because a lot of people I spoke to um, were very particular on the first four rounds. How did you, when you watched it back, what rounds did you give yourself in them for?
The first four, yeah, you could probably give them all four, to be honest. But you could the fourth round, there weren't much in it really. Um, then you could give me 5 through 10. But like I say, I would have given me 10, and you could have given him six. It just depends really. Like I watched it back, I scored it I think once, and then the other times I just enjoyed it because I was in a good fight. It was nice to be involved in a good fight. Yeah, as far as the scoring is concerned, I have no complaints whatsoever.
Hmm.
At the final bell, I thought I'd won. I didn't get it, and I were over it straight away. It's done and dusted. Like when I boxed Lenroy Thomas the first time, I was 1-8 to 1 on in the final round, and I lost on the split then. So, and as soon as the decision is given, it's over. So I'm happy for Johnny Fisher. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy for him. Like, I'd like to have won. Of course, I would. That to take that title then would have been nice. I never won one. It would have been nice to win one, but realistically, the three judges decide, and then once they've made that decision, it's over. That's how I am with everything in life. It's over. It's like it's done. So yeah, I just like me and Johnny are mates, still on good terms. You know, and probably box again, but probably still be on good terms. So I um I was over it. I was over it within about 4 seconds of the decision. First 4 seconds, I was fuming. And then I looked across and thought, you know what, it's unfair play. He saw the final bell. He did really well to see the final bell, to be honest. And he stuck in there and he gave himself a chance of winning on points because he got through the fight, which it didn't look like he would at a few different times. So I said fair play to him.
I mean, look, on the night, and I was quite open about this, and I said this to Johnny Fisher when I was actually out with Johnny Fisher about a week ago, kind of socially, and he asked me my opinion about the fight, and exactly what I thought on the night. I felt that Dave edged a close fight, and that was my opinion. I feel like the issue is here with kind of all this talk of like robbery and all this stuff is because that round five obviously was the most talked about round and the most kind of could have been the most conclusive round when you were judging a 10 round fight. Uh, People are not scoring round for round, etc. They're getting, you had your moment, which was a telling moment in round five, and then people are not really kind of then weighing it up and scoring it. They're kind of getting, but it's not just for your fight, it's for a lot of fights that happen when there's one particular 10-8 round, people are getting swayed by that. But like I said to you, I felt that you did enough to win that fight, but it was a close fight at the end of the day. So
Yeah, I was over it straight away. Like I said, within 4 or 5 seconds, the decision's been and gone. You know, probably because I've lost a few already, and you know, yeah, it is what it is. It's over, been and gone. It's gone. I'm on to the next one. That's the great thing about it. It's nice. Hopefully something will come off the back of it. I'm sure it will. So I can't really complain. You know, the last 5.5 years since the prize fight, I bought Razor Clark, and all my other fights have been in. You know what I mean? So I'm fortunate to be in there in the first place, and yeah, it was a positive experience really for me, and not one I can really complain about. So I'm not going to complain about anything.
do you anticipate your next fight being a rematch with Johnny Fisher?
No, no, it's not going to be a rematch. I already spoke to Ed the day after. I spoke to Johnny Fisher's management, and it won't be next. And I said to him though, I said, look, I wouldn't. If I was if Johnny Fisher boxed me in like 16 weeks, you get knocked out. That's the top and bottom. Um, I haven't boxed really for 5.5 years. I trained hard for 12 weeks, but I trained for 12 weeks. I still, yeah, like he's not ready to be honest. He's not ready. So the rematch is going to happen, I think, at some point this year, but it won't be straight away, and it shouldn't be straight away either because it wouldn't. I genuinely don't think it would be that competitive, to be honest. And yeah, I think the 10 rounds will do me more. I think I will improve more from the first fight than him, even though he's inexperienced. You can tell he's going to gain loads from that. I trained for 12 weeks. I've done my first 10 rounds in 5.5 years. Yeah, so I don't think it's the right fight for him. As I told him and his team, I told all of them, I said, look, if I was you, I'd take Johnny somewhere else, and we can do it again at a later point where I think it'd be more competitive because I don't think the rematch, if it happened straight away, would be competitive at all. And that's not me saying I'm a top class fighter because I'm not. That's me saying like the level he's at right now, he's not ready to box me again straight away because I'll be a lot better than the first time. So I don't want to sound rude or nothing, but yeah, I think we're both gonna have a fight and then maybe meet again later this year. But we'll see what happens. I'm not holding my breath, and I'm not, and it's difficult because, like I said, we are friends. I'm not gonna. I don't want to push and push for that fight because it's probably not the right one for him. There's loads of fights out there for me, so we'll see what happens. I'd like the fight again, but they have the ball in their court, so we'll see what they want to do with it.
Dave, just pull your laptop a little bit. Your head keeps getting missed out at the top there. Just there we go. Better. Um, right. So, in a simple word, would you call your loss a robbery? Yes or no?
No, no, I don't think so. No, I wouldn't. No.
You felt like you won and that's it, but you don't think.
That was fight that I won. That he got. I spoke. You know what was funny? Actually, I spoke to one of the judges the morning. One of the judges the morning after pulled me over breakfast actually, and he said he pulled me over breakfast and he said there's been a lot of hoo-ha over the fight. So I just wanted to speak to you man to man and just tell you what I thought personally, so you understand the decision. So I said, look, you're not going to explain nothing to me. It is what it is. Um, you thought you won, so that's what. There's no issue to me. And he said, look. I think he scored Fisher 1 through 4, me 5 through 9. Um, no, he can't done. Then I thought he said he gave Fisher the last round. I think he had it even going into the last round, and he thought Fisher won the last round. Basically, he said to me, and I just said to him, like, you ain't gonna explain nothing to me because yeah, it must have been 85-85 through the 10th, but honestly, I'm over it, and I was over it on the night as well. It was never really an issue for me at all. It wasn't a robbery. Um, I could say I felt hard done by, but I probably should have stopped him when I had the chance, and I didn't. And there's the away fighter, which I was. You leave it to the judges. You know, close fights are going to go the way they went. So I genuinely have no hard feeling, and it weren't a robbery. It was a close fight. Yeah, it was a close fight. If you're scoring it round by round, yeah, it was a close fight.
You're saying now, obviously, that it's not going to happen immediately next. Is there a fear that because it's not going to happen next, that other things could kind of get in the way? Obviously, that would mean you having a fight before then, Johnny having a fight before then. Is there a possibility that this could get sidetracked and then kind of away from you by not
That's
going?
Yeah, well, that's up to them. There's no. It's like the what the matchmaking's gonna happen is out of my hands as well. Do you know what I mean? Like the same with the judging. So Dave Allen, nearly 33 from Doncaster. What power have I got? I can't. I'm not going to tell Eddie what to do or these judges what to do. So I don't really worry about it. I do know if I train like I did the last time for another couple more camps and I've had and a turnaround fight. I'm an handful for anyone at a certain level, definitely. So I'm just gonna do what I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. I got to control. I can only control what I can control. That means I stay in the gym, I keep training, and keep winning and boxing in good fights. That's all I can do really. So if I didn't like Johnny Fisher, it would be different. Do you know what I mean? It would be a lot different. But I do like him, and um. he has his own career and he has to do what's best for him, the same way I want to do what's best for me. But I don't have as much pull to do that. So I'll do what I do, what I've always done. And that's just, you feed on what you're given. Whatever's thrown my way, if it makes money and the good fights, and then I'll take them. So that's the game, I'm afraid. That's what it is. So, and I'm happy with it really, because for many, I didn't think I never thought I'd do anything in boxing, so to still be going at I'll be 33 by the time I box again, to still be in the conversation for big fights. So, I'm happy with what I get.
You know what dawned on me after that fight night really was that, and I know you've kind of retired. You had a few fights and then you explained, and I love this about you as well, that you explained why you fought on some of them small hall shows. And it was to give opportunities to your fighters to fight on the same card as well, which I think is fucking brilliant. Um, but it just dawned on me the other day when you put in that performance against Johnny Fisher in a fight that you wasn't expected to do anything in. Let's be honest, you wasn't from the public perception. You put that performance in that if we'd had that version of Dave Allen consistently over the last 3 or 4 years, you don't know where you would have been. But it's ifs and buts.
The honest truth of it is, and this is the honest truth, and probably underselling myself, but it is what it is. But this is genuinely what I think. So the last 5.5 years, I've trained for the last 10.5 weeks, yeah, properly, like the last 5.5 years. My 5K personal best were 26 minutes for this camp. I'm not pulling up any trees. I'm not doing nothing amazing. Johnny Fisher just wasn't ready for whatever level I am at right now. Because what I wanted to find out in this fight was how good I was, but I have no clue how good Johnny Fisher is, so I still don't know. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I was overly. I don't think I boxed well the other week. I didn't think I boxed well. I had 12 weeks. Well, I did the 10.5 week camp. That was as good as I could be for this fight, but I was still overweight. You know what I mean? I sparred 4 times. I was still overweight. It wasn't even a good performance, so I still don't have that closure because I look at it and I think, well, I don't know how good Johnny Fisher is really because I didn't think I was overly brilliant to be honest. So still got a bit of fire in my belly because I still don't really know because I don't know how good Johnny Fisher is. I haven't got a clue. I'm not sure how good he is to be honest. That's the honest truth, and that's not like I said. I really like the kid. I don't know how good he is. I haven't got a clue. Is he any good? I'm not too sure to be honest. So I don't really know how good I am at the minute. So it's interesting, isn't it? We don't know.
But look, listen, like you said after the fight, that what you've done is kind of given yourself the next step now. Like I said, if the performance wasn't, I know you're kind of downplaying your performance, but if the performance wasn't nowhere near where it was a couple of weeks ago, you might have decided after, listen, it ain't for me, etc. But what it has done is shown you that actually, at whatever level, you can still mix it.
Yeah, it's exciting because I just think, we had a great training camp and we trained. I trained hard, I trained really hard, but I just give me like I'm weird guy me like in one sense I thought, you know what? I've done 10.5 weeks and I've put a good performance in. I thought, bloody hell. If I could do that in 10.5 weeks, I know I'm nearly 33, but I thought bloody hell I can win a British title, but then I think, is Johnny Fisher any good? I don't know. I really don't know. These are the questions that keep me up at night. I don't know. I'm not sure. So I don't know. To be honest, I'm just waiting now and seeing, just trying to get a deal together that'll keep me boxing, that'll keep me busy this year. Hopefully, a rematch will be involved in that. Um, so I'm over the moon, really. People have said, "Oh, are you down about it? Oh, you were robbed and all this." Look, I'm just living. I'm just living day to day and that. People say, "Oh, you mention the kids all the time," but I've got 2 kids. I'm buzzing, like just buzzing with life, really. So I've just got no complaints at all. I'm still boxing. I'm just living a nice life. So I have nothing negative to say about anyone. So I don't want anyone to misconstrue what I'm saying in anything. But um, but yeah, I'm not sure how good he is really. So in turn, I'm not sure how good I am or how good that performance was. But I didn't feel I actually boxed that well. Um, I would like to have been lighter than that, but 12 weeks is a good notice, but I was fat as butter before, so they're not excuses. It's just me thinking out loud to myself. Because, you know what I mean? Like, I'd like to win the British title still. I would love to box Johnny Fisher again. I would love to win the British title. I've got loads of things planned out to happen.
Have you spoken to him since you come back from Saudi?
Yeah, I spoke to him loads of times.
Are you
Yeah,
there? Yeah.
yeah, spoke to him. We're discussing what we've been eating, and he's a lovely fellow. I really like him. So. People said, "Oh, because you like him, you could have knocked him out." I didn't. I couldn't knock him out because after the fifth round, I was absolutely gone. I was gone. I weren't.
People don't understand how those things work, do they? They think like, despite your friendship and the fact that you like him, if you could have or whatever, you would have done everything you could have done.
Yeah, knocked
Yeah,
him out.
and he would have done the same to you. Listen, that's what boxing is, isn't it? So
It was good. It was good. It was. I enjoyed the fight for what it was. You know what I mean? I just can't get out of my head. I'm just not sure where we're at. I don't know where we're both at, and I think that's probably what he's wondering as well, and his team are wondering. I'm not really sure. I don't think he knows. There's so many questions about him that if I beat someone else, like if I'd have beat Fraser Clark, I'd have known where I was at. Beating Johnny Fisher, I don't know where he is. So it's good to talk about. I know this is an interview and people are watching it and they're watching me having in a monologue with myself trying to work out. But I don't get to speak about boxing much really at home. So I don't know. I'm fighting myself inside because I just don't know where I'm at. I don't know. Just trying to work it out.
obviously two very good people that you've had kind of you made reference to after the fight as well in Jamie Moore and Nigel Travis, who you've got a great relationship with. What have they said about kind of the aftermath of Saudi Arabia?
Well, first of all, it's like if I'd have gone there 10 years ago, I would have done a lot more, I think. Yeah, they've been great with me, really. It's you know what it is? It's like they're just I think they understand that I'm a bit hard work, do you know what I mean? I think they understand it and they work with what they have, do you know what I mean? So but it's amazing over there. And really they're just like, look, you just gotta get about training, you know. I'm gonna do strength conditioning now. I'm gonna try it. I never wanted to do it really because it's new and cool. So I didn't want to do it. I wanted to be cool and not do it. But yeah, they just said like, look, just stick at it now. Like they're big believers in my ability, and they want me to get the most out of it. So yeah, lucky really. Obviously, you know, I always say like I wish I'd have gone over sooner, but I'm where I am now, and I don't think it's too late. But I just don't know where to put myself at the minute. But obviously, the more questions you ask me, but every time I think about the fight or what's next, or I just bring myself back around in full circle to like, where am I? How good am I? How good is Johnny Fisher? I don't know. So yeah, just
All
not
right.
sure. Really. See what happens. I don't know. We're just waiting and seeing at the moment. James sorting the plan out, and I'm just gonna, for the first time, just get on with what I'm told and just get on with training. Really.
Final one before I let you go. What did you make of the interaction that went viral between journalist Gareth A. Davies and Johnny's dad, Big John Fisher?
Well, look, I seen the TalkSport thing after, and I thought, oh well, that's nice. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, he got a lot of coverage really. So like in defeat, in terms of like putting my name out back out there, and you know, because it was a good fight, it put me back in people's good. But after the Clark fight, you know, and I knew I needed a good performance or I was proper finished. So in terms Gareth Davis is he's all right, isn't he? He's all right. I don't mind him, me, to be fair. Like he's all right. And Johnny Fisher's dad, I don't really know him to be honest. And I spoke to him on Instagram. I met him once. He was sound with me. Um, but uh, but like I was saying, like that's his son, isn't it? And it's his first time he's having any stick. So it's I remember now because it's such a long time ago. I watched Dylan White 8.5 years ago, yeah.
Mm.
And like leading up to the Dylan White fight, I started getting like private messages on Twitter and Instagram saying, like giving me stick and that, yeah. But I wasn't used to it, and I was messaging them all back saying, "I'm gonna fucking come and find you and beat you up," and threatening to fight everybody on the internet because it's a weird thing, is it? You know, when the first time you see a message saying, "Oh, you're a dickhead," you think like, what do you mean, like? Because if someone said that to you and you in like out and about, you're scrapping, aren't you? Then you see loads of messages giving you loads of stick, and you think, why? Who are you? So I understand it in a way, but I'm probably too soft, really. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm just, if everyone's happy, I'm happy, really. So I didn't think it was a robbery, but I watched it and I did laugh. Thought it was quite a funny interaction. It was funny. Yeah. I thought it was funny because it didn't really involve me. It was kind of about the fight, but it didn't really involve me. So I kind of laughed at it. But um. As I always say, I like everybody. That's what I always say. I like everybody. I don't really, but I do. Do you know what I mean? It's just an easy life, isn't it?
All right. Well, listen, I do appreciate your thoughts. Like I said, it's been a couple of weeks, obviously, since a quite eventful night in Saudi Arabia. And yeah, whatever happens for you next, I think you want to get out kind of and get a date penciled in for getting out to kind of continue on from Saudi. So yeah, I hope it happens for you.
Yeah, like I was still about 2025 and I'm still here. Do you know what I mean? Still here. Still going strong on televised boxing events. Yeah. And I might even headline one as well this year. So that's the thing, like I've had so much stick over the years and a lot of it 99% of it warranted, but I'm still here. I ain't going fucking anywhere. Nowhere. Yeah, nowhere. So you gotta laugh, haven't you? I just enjoy life now. That's it. That's all I do. Just enjoy it as much as I can. So I see everyone in 2025 on a TV near you. So what a buzz. What a buzz. Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Absolutely. All right, Dave Allen, thank you very much for the iFLTV. Have you got anything else you want to add before we finish, or are you good?
Big thank you to everyone, really. It's been a nice few weeks. Everyone's been saying nice things. And yeah, I'll see you all soon. Because I'm back. White Rhino. We must on like Operation. I genuinely think it's about Operation 12 from when it first started. I've had six lessons since it first started, but also I've retired four times. And I shaved my head twice. So this might be 13. So there we go.
Dave Allen, thank you very much. And we'll definitely catch up with you again soon.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.